And we're live, it says. Um, I'm sure the Wi-Fi is extremely spotty. So I don't know. Looking back at this, yeah, I just saw the clock. Just go back. It was 11, 12, 11. All right, whatever. Um, yeah, couldn't figure out how to take an actual video. So right now, I'm just live streaming this, and then hopefully it saves, and I can. This is my first thoughts on learning Chinese. I would say maybe I put about 2 hours total into learning it. Kind of like off and on because um, Browns versus who are they playing? Some bums are playing right now, and so it's kind of like passively doing both. It's like watching the Browns, uh, and yeah, learning some Chinese on the fly. And I was just gonna make this video to get my first thoughts. So initially, why I started was so I already have a language background. You could say that I'm fluent in Portuguese and Spanish. Need to brush up on my Portuguese a little bit, but other than that, I'd say like give me a week. I'm back to like the fluency, really good level. Um, so yeah, after having some success in those languages, um, pretty confident in kind of how do you it's recording or not. Okay, are we back? I said that I had some problems. Okay, yeah, I said I don't know. I would say like whatever lesson I have now, or like whatever plan I have now, it's gonna change. Um, so yeah, right now with Chinese, I'm not gonna study any grammar. I'm I'll let it grow. I'll let it go in 1 year and kind of like passively can tell me like this is a rule, this is a rule. Like I've already been told, I guess with like to state like a time frame, I guess. Um, and yeah, that's kind of I've been like cautious of that, I guess. Or I guess like attentive to it as I've been going through my cycle of learning. But primarily I've been using Anki. Normally when I'm learning a language, I'll go straight 2 weeks of pronunciation. And that's it. Just pronunciation, pronunciation, pronunciation. Not even using Anki yet. But I got a challenge from this guy named Nick that I work with. He's taking some Chinese classes, and I don't really know his confidence level in Chinese, but we were just having a conversation. I was like, "Yeah, like give me a week. I'll probably be at your level or something." Um, kind of serious, kind of not. I don't know. So yeah, that's why it's kind of like a challenge. It's because like no, and I think he's minoring in Chinese. Yeah, so obviously he's like somewhat into it. Um, but yeah, what I've definitely noticed like things about just language learning in general. Well, uh, like I guess just after today's um, language learning process, but I learned that okay, with some of the sentences that I'm reading, I'm totally ignoring some words. Like for right now, I remember this sentence in particular. It was I am reading, but whoa, Zen. I think it starts with like an I don't know, something like that. But yeah, it's kind of like when right now, I know I'm not going to be able to really spit anything off the tongue because it's just like, getting it from the back of the brain, throwing it out. Hopefully, maybe if I could just get like one sound ready or like the cadence of like one, da, 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 like I'm happy for right now. Right now is like the first couple days, I would just like to remember some words, like to remember some words when I just hear them. I don't even, that might be day like 4, but some sort of video every day so I can say, hey, wait a second, you said that yesterday and you're completely wrong. So yeah, we'll see where it takes. But yeah, I noticed that my language background hasn't really helped that much. Just in like relation with like, okay, um, to give you an example, so I was learning French for a little bit, and I could tie back just basically like guess a word. I was really good at like guessing French words. Be like, okay, this word probably starts with an A, probably starts with a P. Specifically simplified Chinese. Um, because I'm not gonna learn how not gonna learn characters at all. So that's why I said like it starts with like an L or a K or whatever. Because it's like the English words written out is what it be like. So yeah, I'm not able to predict anything. Um, and right now I'm just trying to focus on patterns of what I hear. So there's nothing really telling me that any word means anything. It's just because like and it's not like I'm not looking up online and saying, what does we mean? We is woman or something like that. I don't even know how to pronounce it yet, but it's something like woman. It's like I have just gotten that out of seeing woman in like 4 sentences or so, and then saying like, I've seen that word, and it always seems to me like our, or like there's some possession there, or like yeah, some belonging with something that is ours, or like we. There's like a group of people that are liking this or whatever it is. So yeah, it's just like picking up those connections is how mainly I'm getting words. And like another thought is like maybe the word like ma at the end, maybe it's like a question mark, or like normally you would put it in a sentence where uh, yeah, you don't know something or you're asking something, someone something, um, and specifically the word for either hospital or work is like kind of like a ginyu or something. So it's just kind of like random words that I'm just connecting from different sentences, like just because of the amount of sentences that I try to come across, start saying like, okay, this might be this might be this might be this. But it's not me trying to be like, okay, remember this means this means this means this means this means this. It's like you just need to like remember it naturally. Um, like I don't try to like think of a picture or try to like repeat like, okay, you is gonna be like new, or I don't again I don't know how to pronounce it. I think it's like new, and yeah, it's just like over time, like when you hear a new sentence, you'll hear this. What you need to do, and it's what I've been doing, and I think it's working, is you listen to it. Did any word stick out? Any of them? You don't have to know any significance about the sentence, but were you able to pick out a single word that you've heard in other sentences? And you don't necessarily need to know the translation like immediately. All you need to do is be able to be like, yes, I recognize that word. Because especially the first couple days. And like I was saying, like pronunciation normally, but because of this challenge, I'm not doing it. But normally it's like 2 weeks. So I'm able to like differentiate words. So it's like, yeah, differentiating words instead of just being like a long sentence and not being able to like um, not being able to distinguish words. Because without doing that, then if I give you a new sentence and it still sounds like a long train, like this long train, then you aren't going to be able to like, okay, this word right in the middle, but like kind of, kind of off center. I can pick that word out. No, you won't be able to because of pronunciation and not like really trying to mimic, really trying to hone in on. I'm gonna know. It's kind of like a journal slash dialogue that I'm having with my future self, really, anyone who wants to listen and maybe learn a thing or two about uh, picking up another language. It's like, oh, like it'll start like coming eventually. That's easy. So yeah.